Good afternoon, everyone. What is going on? So let's just get straight to the point. What I want to talk about is earning whispers and specifically what's going on Thursday, what's going on Friday, and then just for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That way you can know what's going on before and after close when it comes to earnings. Who is it going to be? Who are we going to be talking about? So let's just get straight to it. After that, we're going to be talking about the stock market, the disappointing, unfortunate information when it comes to Meta, PayPal, so on and so forth. So let's go look at the first thing. I just wanted to show you, it says 4 p.m. ET, Amazon, or ticker symbol AMZN. So the estimate is going to be $3.88 and revenue of 137.7 billion. So the growth is predicted to be, or expected revenue growth is 9.7%. Now I will say this, ever since the leader of Amazon stepped down, you can tell that there was a slow progression when it comes to growth. And so it's not a total surprise, but we do know that during the pandemic, things skyrocketed for the company. So it should be interesting. I still think they are going to come in the green, and so that's what we want. Then the next thing you got, for example, is going to be Snapchat, right? So ticker symbol SNAP. It's expected or estimate revenue growth is 31.7%, or EPS of 10 cents. And so also we'll continue. You've got Pinterest, right? So that's going to be 43 cents, or revenue of 827 billion, or estimated revenue growth of 17.3%. Now the next one, which I know a lot of retail investors have, is going to be the Ford Motor Company, or ticker symbol F. Okay, so the estimate is 0.43%. Unfortunately, the expected revenue growth is actually negative, and so it's going to be in the red of 0.4%, which is not very low, but still it's something that I do need to mention so you can understand what's going on. Then you got Activision Blizzard. Now, ticker symbol ATVI, we know that they correspond with Microsoft Teams after being bought. And so, again, when it comes to expected revenue growth, you're looking at 17.3%. And so you got Skyworks Solutions, Skechers, Decker Brands. So whoever else you're looking into, there is other companies. Now, let's go ahead and fast forward to Friday, which is going to be tomorrow. So you've got Royal Caribbean, if you're looking at them, or if you have them in shares. You've got Air Products. Let's see, just continuing to look, you got Brookfield Renewable. I know there are a lot of retail investors that actually have that company as well when they're trying to look at quote unquote sustainable companies. And then let's look at Monday. All right. So when it comes to earnings on Monday, you've got Tyson Foods, which a lot of people eat, right? That's going to be your chicken. You've got On, the Semiconductor Corporation, Hasbro, right? So again, you've got, for example, with Tyson Food, they're expected 15.6%. Everybody was home, or could still be home, maybe not as much, but in the past year and a half, 2 years, you can see that when it comes to food, it's got an expected revenue growth of 15.6%, which is pretty great. Then you've got On, which is expected revenue growth of 23.8, and then Hasbro of 8.5. So now, when it comes to the news, it says, according to Yahoo Finance, stock market news, live updates, tech stocks lead slump on Wall Street. So specifically, Wall Street key benchmarks faltered on Thursday, which is today. So what was the reasoning? As you know, there was a disappointing fourth quarter result from Facebook. Now, everybody knows that Facebook has transitioned to Meta. When it comes to Meta, this is a new environment. This is a new thing that people are continuing to try to understand and see how they can market their company, and how they can make some revenue with this company. So again, it says that it unveiled figures that missed estimates after the bell on Wednesday. The Q4 report sent shares tumbling more than 25%. So if you're all about buying the dip, this is a really good opportunity, right? Not everybody is long-term, but if you are long-term, or if you're doing puts, this is where that world comes in. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm just trying to feed you this information. So it says sent shares 25%, placing the company on pace for the biggest wipeout in market history. Now, the NASDAQ composite plunged 323, or 2.24% at the starting of the trading, while the S&P 500 was down 1.4, and the Dow Jones Industrial fell about 200 points or 0.56. Now, Meta reported Q1 2022 revenue, a key figure for stock watchers, with the company estimating 27 billion to 29 in the current quarter, below analyst expectations of 30.25 billion. Okay, so that's roughly about a $5 billion gap. So that's a pretty big deal. And so that's going to affect the market, guys. I mean, just like when Netflix posted its revenue sharing, its quarterly meeting information, that's the same thing happens. So when these big tech companies, all these large cap blue chip companies, give us this information, it's going to swing. I mean, in a major way, right? And then now the other thing is, just curious, leave a comment down below with Google, right? When it released its results on Tuesday, it surged in Wednesday's session after the tech giant topped quarterly sales and profit estimates, announced a 20-to-1 stock split, which explains why the other day the market was in the green, right? 21 stock split, that's a pretty big deal. Again, another opportunity for more retail investors to be able to chime in. So I really do like that. Now, if you check out the Wall Street Journal, disappointing Meta PayPal earnings send shudders through stock market. So what does it have to say? The shares of Meta platform, Facebook, right, still down negative 26.13%. You've got PayPal, which is down 6%. But previous to that, again, keep in mind with PayPal, they've got Venmo, guys, if you didn't know that. PayPal, yes, it dropped 25% as well. And then you've got Spotify, so currently negative 16%, have lost $270 billion of market value in the past 2 days, following earner reports and financial forecasts that disappoint investors. Now, the setback reflects the increased scrutiny companies are under as major U.S. stock index remain near record highs, and the Federal Reserve is preparing to raise interest rates, which, from my understanding and what I recall, it's going to take place in March. And so keep that in mind when you're looking for a catalyst if you are doing option trading or if you are looking for a long-term hold. When you're looking at these sectors and these industries and the Dow and the Nasdaq and the S&P 500, keep in mind that when March comes around, it is going to affect the market one way or the other. And from my understanding, it seems like they are going to increase those interest rates. So, guys, thank you so much to listening to this video. I really do enjoy talking about this and just letting you know what's going on. And with that being said, thank you.